let's not kid ourselves. But the title of this presentation is to do with how we're going to change the world with these particular machines. Now, some of you have heard the story, probably all of you would have heard this story before. I was listening to the BBC one night, and this is about a couple of years ago, maybe even more now, where Pakistan was just getting wrecked by floods, just towns, cities just getting wiped away by horrendous floods. And there were kids suffering and dying because they couldn't get something to eat, and B, because they couldn't get a clean glass of water, even though it was absolutely horrific. Yeah? So I kind of thought that night, I'm going to do something about this. Because it got me thinking about my own kids. I've got two beautiful daughters who are 13 and 11 now, about to turn 14 and 12. That's why I drink the Jones bottles. And I thought, I don't want a world where these kids of mine who I love dearly, or their kids grow up, where there's not an ample supply of fresh water for them to drink. Like what happened to the kids in Pakistan. So, myself and my business partner at the time, who I've since bought out, we scoured the earth and we found these machines, and the engineer behind those machines sits in a little town called Woodford, just in the road in Queensland. Just near Kilcoy there. Absolute mad genius, but a wonderful bloke, and he had these products and was really struggling to get them to market. Because that's not his thing, it's not a marketing person. He's an ideas man, if you remember that class. So we did a deal with him and we started selling these. The ultimate goal for me with these machines is because these can be solar powered. They only run off 375 watt. They can be solar powered, so anywhere in the world where there is humidity, these can be hooked up to a solar panel and provide good people anyone in the world. It's often said that one of the next world wars, I think Israel might have something to do with this, but one of the next world wars will actually be fought on a clean drinking water supply. Again, that terrifies me. I'll be long gone by that happening. I'd say this stage, I can imagine. But for my kids and their kids to live in a world where people are fighting over something as simple as water, clean fresh water, that terrifies me. So these, like I said, run off a solar array anywhere in the world where there's humidity. If the humidity gets under 30%, then they stop working. Because it's no longer viable to get running. They're just running off doing nothing. Okay? Over 30% they work. This little machine that's over here, R2H2O I call it, he does up to 30 litres per day. Think about that, 30 litres a day, that's what, about a litre, so about 30 of those, and 25 of those per day. That's in perfect conditions, which is 80% relative humidity at 30 degrees Celsius. And it's a sliding scale down there. But a machine like that, if you get 20 litres per day, that's a lot of water. We're either home, we've got 4 in our family, and when we've got visitors, that does plenty. For officers as well, instead of carrying those great big water bottles where it's just that's just an injury waiting to happen, get rid of those completely. Does anyone know what the Pacific Gyre is? The Pacific Gyre. What it is a collection of plastic that's been discarded by the world. It sits in the Pacific Ocean. That is reportedly around the size of Texas. That's just from people flipping out water bottles, Coke bottles, whatever other plastic crap that's out there. This eliminates the need for plastic bottles entirely. I absolutely cry every time I walk into Woolies or Coles and just see a wall of plastic bottles of water and soft drink. I should be giving our kids soft drink. That's a topic for another matter, another time. But in terms of water bottles, why do we need plastic bottles of water? You're getting plastic into your bloodstream when you're drinking it. This is fresh water, absolute pure H2O. It's the best you can get in your body. Albeit, we do put a remineralisation filter in, put some liquids in, There's no chlorine, no fluoride. I was alerted to something the other day, which I never knew. There's actually a condition called fluorosis, where people have been sick and having too much fluoride in their water or within their diet. Whoops. Lord. So like I was saying, I got into this to change the world. The finance business puts meat on the table. If this can take off and help the world for future generations. The size of it, you need to see there, and a 16 litre tank in it, and it chills it down to around 7 degrees. There's four lots of filtration that are in there, 2 carbons and 1 reverse osmosis to take out all the heavy metals, all the plastics and everything to leave you with pure fresh water.
When the process is turned on, how long before it starts to actually generate or create the water?
It's, as soon as I turn it on, that's generating water. I might have a little bit of a delay because I carried it in the back of my car, and it just needs to settle itself down, and then it will start generating water once it's settled. Okay? Particularly the compressor. The compressor just needs to...
Does it have like a battery in it?
No.
No,
Yeah.
Is that multi-voltage?
So yeah.
Multi-voltage, so 210, 220?
These, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and they can be made down to US standards of 110, 120.
Right,
Yeah. Yeah.
So the US has got terrible water.
Yeah.
Yeah, throughout America.
Yeah. Even here, you know, chlorine in our water, particularly after we've had a heavy downpour, you know, it's like drinking pool water. Once you're back, you can never go back. Yeah. Is there competition out there? Yes, there is. You all know O'Malley's Law? O'Malley's Law is, you come up with something good, someone will always pitch it and put their name to it. Maybe. Murphy's Law. So there is competition out there. You can pick them up on, not these units, but similar units, up on, the sourcing site there, the sourcing site in China. Greatest copiers in the world. However, they run off about 1,300 watt, 1,400 watt, not 350 watt. That's the genius of these. This guy's been working on them for several years to get them so efficient they can run off a couple of light bulbs and run on solar as well.
So you've got a patent or trademark on that?
He has, yes.
Yeah. And it's made in Australia?
No, he's made in China, off his specifications.
Okay, right.
All right. That's it from me. Any other questions?
I've got questions.
Sure.
Is there a portable version of that for like people that go camping and travelling and things?
There is. There's a 15 litre, which, I don't know, sits about that size and that deep. That does up to 15 litres per day and has about a 6 litre storage tank in there. So that's perfect for off-gridders and caravans.
Tell me a 6-volt charge, right?
No, they run off 24 volts on.
Oh, okay, it's only solar. So you couldn't attach it to the car, actually.
No, you can't.
Okay, right. Okay. That's what camping comes in, yeah.
If you've got a solar array, 24 volt solar array, it will work.
And is it just drinking water or is it water for your house as well?
Everything, water for whatever you need it for.
How much water do we get through a day in a household? What's the data on that? Do you know?
Thousands of litres. Yeah. Particularly showers. Showers are the first. But in terms of the whole water process, we're probably focused more on drinking water. We're part of the whole solution. That's our thinking is drinking water.
How much?
That unit there retails to about $3,000.
And the smaller one?
Around $2,000. So, and there's obviously, believe it or not, there's finance options.
So John, what are we going to change out over time? Like will they replace with building servicing or how does that work?
Great question. They need, we provide a service schedule, but just mainly clean up. These nodules here, can't screw that off. That becomes a bit manky because you've got people sticking water bottles up there every day, and this just needs that's just a drip tray to be pulled out and cleaned. Within there's 4 filters. 2 of them are carbon filters that need changed roughly every 6 to 8 months. There's a reverse osmosis filter that needs to be changed every 2 years. And there's, like I said, a remineralisation filter, which is the fourth step for all the goodies back in, needs to be changed around every 12 months.
Yeah, the weight of the units. How much does that weigh?
I think that's about 45 kilo. And that's because of the compressor. Predominantly, like a fridge. Yeah. So I can lift that in and out of the car, but I've just got to sort of be careful. They're not things, this one's not one that you can sort of do a wrench. Alright.
Who's the main target for your sales? Who's the main target for leasing?
For leasing?
Yeah, who's your target market?
Yeah, good one. So for households, it's health conscious individuals who want clean and clear water. Parents, one of the best stories that we've got is that this poor baby, about 8 months old, had horrible reflux. And they couldn't work out right. They tried every medication, every possible solution. It's actually the chlorine in the water. So they got one of these and cleared up. That's one. Mining industry, purely because for drinking water, because they're out in the middle of Airqua, they've got to truck water in, either by large tankers or by pallets and pallets and pallets of plastic bottles, which we hate. So they stick these around different areas of the site, and the people on the site just fill up and away they go again. For the same reason, agriculture. Again, not for them so much for their processes, but for the drinking water for the people. And tourism, we're finding tourism to be one as well. Because every hotel in the world has at least 1 or 2 bottles of water in their fridge. They change for every guest every night, which is that's a lot of bottles that they go through. So you can stick one of these in a room on the floor, at floor level where people can access it like an ice machine, and then the guests can just come fill their room. They're the main targets that we got.
Is that the biggest
At
size?
schools.
Is that the biggest size?
No, they go up to 500 litres per day. Yeah, for commercial applications. Yeah. There's a 60 litre of that, which is about double the size, obviously. 100 litre, up to 60 litre on the ones that can be solar powered. Then you need 100 litre needs dedicated 15 amp, and then up from there you need three phase power. So we recommend just using 60s or 30s and just stagger them around on top ones rather than have one great big 7.
Are you franchising your business?
Not yet, no. Probably not at that stage because it's still at a very much education stage. Yeah. But definitely, we do have referral partners, of which a great man over here is one of those.